Welcome everyone. Today we have half a dozen of Victory RIP 400 spines. I'm going to be installing the inserts on this, the wraps, and the fletchings. Stay tuned. So the first thing I like to do with this is I like to align the nock. Now what I mean by this, you have your arrow sitting on the string, it's nocked on your bow. If you look down the nock on your arrow, the logo is not really there, right? You're just kind of looking at the bottom, the side of the logo. So when you're sitting on your string, you're not going to see the logo. So what I like to do is I like to just rotate the nock so that way it is lined up with your logo. So now when your arrow is sitting on your bow and it's strung up on your bow, your nock is going to be facing the top, which isn't really necessary, just a little bit more appealing to me, just something I like to do to my arrows. So I'm going to grab my inserts. Now the first thing I'm going to do before I put them in the arrow, I'm going to rub it down with some rubbing alcohol. Now what this does is this gets a clean surface for the glue, that way the glue can stick and bond well to the surface. So just have some rubbing alcohol on a rag. Just going to wipe it off. Give it a little wipe. Now once it's wiped off, I like to use this glue for my fletchings and for my inserts, is the Boning Blazer Bond. This is a really good glue, super strong, super sticky, works amazing. I've never had any problems with it. Works great for fletchings, works great for inserts. Just an all-around amazing option. Gonna put a little glue on there. Don't need a ton. Spread it around. Now I'm going to insert it in the arrow, spinning it while I put it in so that way the glue can spread out. Make sure it's in there tight. And once I have it in there tight, I'm going to wipe off the excess glue with some paper towel. And there you have it. Got one done. Got to do 5 more. Now that we got the nocks aligned and the inserts in, it's time to put on the wrap. So the first thing you need, I like to have a little pad, a little cushion here to put the wrap on the arrow. So I just have a little cushion. Now before I get started, I'm going to put some rubbing alcohol on the arrow. I like to do this to make sure the wrap has a clean surface to stick to. That way I know I'm getting a good bond. Rub that well. Now that I have them all cleaned, they're set aside and they're just about dry, I'm going to peel off my wrap. And I'm going to lay it down on my mat. Now I'll grab my arrow. I'm going to make sure this is straight up at the top of the arrow. Make sure it's even. Push it in until the wrap moves. Now I'm going to just slowly turn it. Make sure it's on there nice and tight. Alright, that one looks good. All of the wraps on. They all look good. They're all even. They're all where I want them. So now we're going to start putting on the fletchings. AAE Max Vanes 2.0. I'm going to be using these ones. I'm doing a 4 fletch. So the first thing on this jig, I can loosen or tighten each one of these screws so that way it can make it 3 fletch, 4 fletch, or an 8 fletch. And so I have this set to 4 fletch, which is exactly what I want. My knock is lined up with my logo, which is good, and this is lined up with my knock, which is perfect. So now I'm going to take one of my vanes, now I need to figure out how far up the arrow I want it. And so I have already figured out that I want this one to be about halfway up of the wrap logo, so about right there. So now I'm gonna take a look where at. There's little notches here. I'm gonna look where at this is so that way I remember what notch I have to put the fletching at. I dipped a Q-tip in some rubbing alcohol, and I'm going to rub the vane. This gives the vane a nice clean surface for the glue to stick to. So I'll take my glue. Don't need a whole lot of glue on there, just a little bit, and then I'm gonna rub it out, straighten it up, even it out a little bit. Apply some pressure, and then I'll let it dry for about 10 seconds or so. I'll take the clamp off. Looks good. Now we're going to put it back in the fletching jig, rotate it 1 click, and we will do this again until the arrow is complete. And there you have it. We have fletched a complete arrow, did a 4 fletch on this. Alright, and as you can see, we have 6 very nicely fletched arrows. For this glue it says complete cure time is 2 hours. So make sure you let it sit. I like to let it sit for a little longer than that. But they look good. It'll be on there great. Strong hold. They're all nice and straight, lined up. We are done with our arrows. Arrows are fletched. Fletchings are nice and straight. They all line up. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you stick along to see more videos about fishing, hunting, anything outdoors. Thanks for watching.